Hey everybody, Ron Dunnett here, coming to you from the 2012 Winter NAMM show in beautiful Anaheim, California. I'm here with my friend Andy Dorchuk, who's holding a camera, and he's asked me to talk a little bit about what I brought to the show. So we'll start with this. This is a new model. This is magnesium.
Wow.
It's extremely light, very thin, the lightest metal shell available that I know of.
So lighter than titanium?
Lighter than titanium.
Wow, okay.
And that gives you a very, very low fundamental pitch and an absolutely wonderful sounding drum.
Is it all?
This is the standard sort of flagship setup. This one's a little different. It has the round badge, which I put on special models or prototypes or first runs. And this is the first production one, so gave it the nice round badge. The R4 throw-off, swivel lever, quick release mechanism, all the good stuff.
Yeah.
And adjustable air vents, of course. This is a variation of the Tourbillon model. Basically gold titanium coated shell with black hardware. Just sort of inspired by some of the watchmakers. And it's been very popular, has a great sound with the die-cast tubes and the black suede head.
And all the snare drums we're talking about can be made in virtually any size?
Any size, any finish. I entertain as much custom work as I can without getting silly. Yeah, this is a hybrid. I made these about 3 or 4 years ago and they were popular, but it takes a lot of work to make them, but I decided to bring them back. Partly because what I plan to do, I'll be rolling it out at Mesa, is I'll be combining some of the Trussard rings with some exotic woods. Yeah, these are our CR hoops, cold rolled hoops. I've been making those for a while, but found a way to make them a little less expensive. And I'm rolling with those now. They've got a nice clip. I also have a die-cast clip coming that's a little more prettier and refined than that. This one down here is something I worked on with Paul Hewitt from Rocket Shells. We worked on it together for a couple of years.
Huh.
This is a carbon fiber shell that has a real wood veneer underneath.
Oh, that's...
Carbon fiber has its own voice, and the shells that Paul makes for this particular project are a little bit different than the ones he makes, whereas these ones are solid. There's no foam core in them. So, you know, I firmly believe that drums are art in and of themselves, and one thing that I enjoy doing is finding artists to work with. This was hand-painted by Daniel Johnson. If you don't know who Daniel is, Google him and look him up. He's an absolutely amazing cult figure and a musical talent. And while it might look like very basic sort of art drawing, it's he's like a modern-day Picasso, so it was a real honor to have him do a series of about 5 of these shells. This is a steel shell, and this is another dive into the realm of working with other artists. A few years ago at the NAMM show, I came across some guitars that had this wonderful finish that were made out of metal, and I introduced myself to James Trussard, who makes some absolutely beautiful and very famous guitars used by anyone and everyone you can think of has one in his collection. And I asked him if he could do it on a drum, and we partnered up, and we've been making some absolutely wonderful pieces like this. This is a paisley and an antique silver, but we do roses and a whole bunch of other finishes and antique coppers and brushed chromes and nickel plating, and they're unto their own.
So that is actually etched right onto the shell?
That is actually acid etched into the shell. And this was just a one-off. This is a milkwood, which is probably my most popular wood bottle. And I found a piece of the old school marine pearl, rose marine pearl, and it just,
cool.
I went, this has to go on this drum. This is one of the new versions of the Stan Moore Spirit of New Orleans snare drum.
Nice.
And we brought out a couple of new finishes in sort of a limited release. There's one Galactic Black, and this is Garage of Gold.
So is that...
This is a gold titanium coating over the gold titanium. This is a titanium that's been hand engraved by my good friend John Aldridge. I've been wanting to work with John for a long time, and finally time and space allowed us to work together, and we had some ideas and struck up a deal that John agreed that he would never put a graver to a titanium shell that didn't have the Dunnett name on it. So we have a nice exclusive, and his work has just become better with every drum.